Okay, we out here. Hello, everybody. Episode 15 of the Conversationalists. How we doing out
15.
here? 15, man. 15
Mole.
episodes. Killing it. How's everybody doing? Good?
Yeah.
Hey,
Good time.
I posted I did some I don't know what they call it, but it's called you're video farming, like where you take popular people, then you clip it down and then you share it on your channel.
Okay.
And it's I don't know for myself if it's gimmicky or not, but I ended up putting out a video and I thought they were talking about Demetrius Johnson. He's a fighter in the UFC. They were talking about him being very mesmerizing when he was doing it. Turns out wasn't talking about that guy. So that people commented and were like, no, these guys talking about Alex Pereira. And I was looking and I stopped it probably a minute or something before they were talking about it. I was like, oh. Yeah. I was like, good video though. Good clipping.
Sure.
I was like, yeah. But fuck up with my part. Anyways.
Off the hop, you lost me. I don't know
Okay.
what the fuck you're talking about.
What you doing? What you got planned for the month? November?
Nothing, man. I'm chilling.
Let's
We gotta put up our Christmas decorations.
When do you
Probably
think it's
wait
gonna
till-
snow?
I don't know. That's it's a weird spot because it's do I put it up before Remembrance Day because the weather's still kind of nice, or do I obviously respect the traditions of putting that stuff up until after Remembrance?
Yeah.
But I run the risk of putting it up in snow.
Man, I don't think people just...
I still, I'm not wearing a poppy right now. But
Even if people... Listen, even if people feel it, they probably ain't gonna... You know what I mean? There's gonna be that odd person that's gonna fly off the handlebars.
Mhm.
But I
yeah, a
think
couple people have commented on Facebook.
it's for yourself business. Speaking of, brings us to our first video.
Oh,
That
which one?
this is the first one. I think this one's really funny. I'll clip this one
around
in
with this
later.
glazed look in their eyes and just stumbling. Like this one behind me. Hi, yes. How are you doing?
California.
Oh, very nice to meet you. You know,
49ers.
you're gonna do an interview with us?
Sure.
Okay, because we were just talking about here along Bourbon Street and the STD rate that's been going on here. And so, how long have you had an STD?
I don't have an STD.
Oh, then why did you want to talk?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Are you
Nothing
serious?
to be ashamed of right now.
No, I don't have an STD. That's
Oh,
so
okay,
disrespectful.
okay,
Oh my
yes.
God.
Anyway, so
I absolutely love when people get just humbled on live. It's probably one of my favorite pastimes.
Oh, man. Or the one I saw that was one of the best ones was the tennis one where Ben Stiller. Did you see that where he's like, do I tell him how to act? No. He's like,
No, I don't.
don't tell me how to play tennis. And Ben Stiller's there because the guy's chirping him in the crowd.
Oh, is it an actual professional?
It was like a
tennis player?
professional tennis player.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen this one.
Why the fuck do you have a fucking shiesty on, bro?
I can't?
No.
Why?
You look stupid.
Okay.
No.
But why can't I have it on? Let's hear some racist
You
shit.
don't
Why
have
can't
it.
I have it? Why can't I have it on?
Don't have a neck. You like Buzz Lightyear. He said he look like Buzz Lightyear.
Okay, I'll be that.
That's that bodega culture in you.
Can I stand up?
Oh, God.
Why can't I have it on?
No, man, that's...
Do you have a shiesty?
What?
Do you have a shiesty? No, Clava?
No.
No?
I could get one on Temu.
But if you get one on team, what can you pull it off?
I asked the guy at work if he would give me a wave cap. Yeah.
What are you gonna wave?
He just laughed. I just said I want to get wavy.
Your hair is not wavy though.
Yeah, but I said I want to be part
Your
of the
hair's
culture.
not gonna get wavy.
I was like, I want to be part of the culture.
Who wasn't?
Yeah.
That That dude's Mr. Wave Cap.
Maybe you love it. Yeah, man. You excited for Christmas?
Oh yeah. Not so much for like gifts.
It's probably
for
a lot
myself.
of hard work for you, though.
My wife takes care of a lot of stuff. And she does it like early enough where it's like I don't have to worry about it last minute.
Mhm.
'Cause I'm a huge procrastinator.
Yes.
By the way, we unite tomorrow.
Yeah.
We won't have no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just for the kids, you know.
Yeah.
Excited for the kids. They're always happy.
Yeah.
Millie's another year older. She finally kind of understands like what's going on.
Yeah. Now that I have a significant other, it's definitely going to be harder this year.
Yeah.
As opposed to just like fucking off everything.
Yeah. Did you got gifts already?
Hell,
Oh, procrastinate.
bro, it's November, dog. I don't start
Second
shopping.
week of December, and you'll be like, oh shit.
I'd probably say I'll start shopping December 10th.
Don't do it, man.
Hell yeah, brother.
We're gonna go west end. Because
I'm
that's
gonna go to Amazon. Amazon, bro, you can't say that word.
next.
It's alright. Clip it out. We'll bleep.
Yeah, James, cut that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
all-
I guess online.
But no,
thing.
I'll go to West Ed. I'll go to
West End now. Stand in line for 2 hours at Chick-fil-A and then go start your shop. That's what we need. We need a soundboard.
That's what I downloaded a soundboard. That's what you'll have there once
Hopefully.
Mr. Richard gets back. It's close. Couple
Close.
weeks.
He's doing well. Hope you're doing well, Rich, if you're listening.
It's probably not.
Miss you.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, what episode? They're like, nah, I just listened to the clips. You're like,
Yeah, that's
fair. Thank you. I appreciate it.
we got a foot off the gas type demeanor to this podcast. It's chill. We're chill.
And it's like, if you enjoy doing it, like we ain't trying to gaslight people into like watching it.
I'm here to beer, to
Talk
chat it up,
shit.
chop it up with you and
Yeah.
Rich whenever he's here, and
That's right.
that's it. Go home.
Mm-hmm.
Hour
Eventually,
and a half.
hopefully, some
Chills.
bro, I don't know, some schmuck might invest in us and we might end up getting paid. But yeah, maybe.
Barstool's gonna come with a big bag of money for us.
buddy. Call her Spare Bedroom Studios,
Yeah.
bro. Come on.
Love the optimism.
Yes, exactly. Well, and to be fair, our channel has an over 1.5 million views.
Really?
Legit.
Which channel? YouTube?
Our YouTube.
Instagram? Facebook?
1,617 subscribers.
That's impressive. I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You
a
know
lot
what our
more-
most popular video
Kinda makes
got?
me nervous.
You know what our most popular video got? Although it wasn't us,
Was
it was a Jelly Roll video. You know how many views it got? Which gave us like hundreds and hundreds of views.
how many?
467,000 views,
That's a
26,000 likes,
that's a lot.
and 238
Well, if you're out
comments.
there and you're listening, we appreciate. I appreciate it.
The one where we talked about the Karen, that got
Yeah.
5,900 views, 161 likes.
I feel like the "Am I asshole" generates a lot of.
I think the
lot of
stories, but I think I have a lot in these notes that are like good stories. So
Mhm.
like the first one is like I did the funny videos, but I kind of want to have it structured where like I want to go through because I know we always chop it up about sports. So first of all, crazy streak by Cleveland. They're probably going to be Brooklyn tonight. Hopefully, by the time this comes out, they're going to be 11-0.
Yeah,
Uh,
I pick up Ty Jerome.
ooh,
Yeah, guy's been killing it.
yeah.
Darius Garland's been killing it.
Jimmy
Oh,
Butler's out.
I
He
feel like
killed
if
me.
you're a superstar and then you're a star, then you just don't play.
Yeah. Well, but you look at it and it's like, well, you look at who the people at, like, if you look at the NBA as a workplace, it's like those are the people that are taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
They get like the pat on the
Yeah.
back. And we all know.
It's a contract here for Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to start.
Oh,
on a
fuck, man.
contract.
I don't understand. At a certain point, like, you make so much money, but I think at this point it's probably like reputation and like sticking to your word, and
Yeah.
like you talk so much shit on camera. It's like, okay, imagine all the hit pieces that are gonna get written about me.
I feel like
I think he'll just move out to a
if
farm
you're
and
Jimmy Butler
disappear.
and you want to stick around in Miami, this isn't the way you go about it. Because
No,
like,
I
the
think-
whole Heat culture thing, it's like Pat Riley's. He called you out in the offseason. You better show up if you
Yeah.
want this bag.
Yeah, and it's not like they're not willing to give it either,
No, but
right?
well,
but
who
it's
else
like
are they
it
gonna
has
give
to
it
be worth it, right? Like, look at the people. Like the fucking Dwayne Wade statue, man. That's so funny.
Oh, those memes kill.
Meme gold. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Who is that guy?
My question is, like, that hard to make a statue, but like the Ronaldo statue that got
The
fucked.
tra-
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Who is
So
it that had a really good one? Oh, Ed Reed, his
Mm.
like Hall of Fame Canton bust.
yeah,
Like that was like
did Dirk have a
DJ.
good one? I don't know.
Isn't it just him fading away?
Yeah, I don't know if it had his face.
I don't know. I know when I visited Los Angeles, they got one of like longtime broadcaster Chick Hearn.
Okay.
That was pretty good. Very detailed.
Mm,
Had like his whole cast desk and everything, microphone.
that's
You-
fun.
There's an empty spot next to it, so you could take like a photo with it with him.
Ooh,
So
okay.
that's cool.
Yeah.
They also have one of Shaq where he's like dunking on the rim.
Mm. Ah, that's sick.
Yeah. So yeah, it's possible for people to actually have.
And you probably went to California before it was like shit.
Yeah,
Did you go
yeah,
pre-COVID?
I went like this is almost a decade ago.
Yeah, exactly. So like you went during like the golden era,
Yeah, that was a good time.
considering what it is now.
San Francisco, man. Homeless,
Yeah, wild.
littered.
Next one. Speaking of NBA, this one's funny. Discretion. This is AI generated, but it's a funny video.
We finally fucking cut Bronny James, thank God. The guy is a terrible basketball player. And he literally shot
They didn't cut him.
16% from
They
the
just
field.
got censored.
The Lakers fans are relieved he's gone. Bronny made watching this team. Worse than watching a really shitty episode of The Cosby Show on repeat. The jokes suck, and the fucking roofies aren't kicking in fast enough. Anyways, even LeBron was tired of watching his own son brick shots.
I love AI.
Bronny was a distraction, and we
It's
finally got
scary
rid of him.
when it's used in meme formats. Like, oh, golden.
They said he said they treat, I sent you that thing. They said they treat him like he has special needs.
Yeah, Make a Wish kid.
Yeah, and then it's like you got your time, like get back to, and then even the G League.
I swear I told you this. Like, yeah, they're
Yeah,
gonna
you
use this as a gimmick, as a storyline, generate hype, sell some jerseys, and then go
Did
develop
he ever put up? Didn't he have a game where he scored 16?
maybe preseason. Like, I don't think it was regular season. They're not at. They can't run that risk of dropping however many games by allowing Bronny to play significant
shit.
minutes.
Yeah.
Also, if you're a starting NBA player and you're going up against Bronny, like they're just going to isolate you. And
Right.
you're going to get abused.
Right.
And I say abused.
Oh yeah. And then we were talking earlier this week. What?
Row. Experiencing more technical difficulties. Stand by. Please stand by. Is that the web? Yeah, I guess it is. It's like a different version of it. It's got like googly eyes. I love stickers. Yeah. You should have started with like a
Plank
table.
one? Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't
You
make
jumped the
it.
gun.
I didn't make it.
That's okay.
But I think it fits like the vibe with the lava lamp and the Legos, and
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I think it's really cool. We had a good reception. A lot of people on like Instagram and like Facebook and
Yeah, I saw
shit.
that. I saw a couple comments.
Yeah, they were
Appreciate
like,
that.
it's pretty sick. Couple shit that I saw that I found really fucking cool. Not
What's up?
cool. Some shit was fucked. Some shit was like kind of interesting. Some shit was like cruel. Some shit was kind of like edgy. So we'll go through it.
Oh, what is it?
All right. In Australia, they enacted a right to disconnect. So basically meaning that they can't be penalized by their employer for not answering phone calls or emails outside of their work schedule.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so
they expect you to answer work emails after.
well, but you can't like there
hours?
can't be like any like retribution taken
Yeah.
if you're not like responding or you're not like doing outside work. Basically,
I might not have a job then
Yeah,
if I was working on Australia.
yeah. If they expect you to do that, man, that's
Like,
crazy.
hey, we can
I
get a
wanna
hold
get
of
the
you. It's like, yo, once I'm
actual
gone from the
details.
office, you're not seeing me. You're not hearing from me. I cease to exist.
Yeah, man. I don't think that's from any employer. I don't think that's like legit. I don't think you should be able to like expect
Yeah.
any
Well,
of
what's
that.
this? Aren't companies always pushing for like work-life balance?
Well, and in like places like forget where it's at, people are doing like 4 day work weeks.
That's nice.
I think it's in Europe
I feel like
somewhere.
now that like friends, they work office jobs and stuff, and you just pass through your 4 days and get all your work done, and then you chill out.
Here's I filled out a whole thing about it. Australia's introduced a new law granting employees the right to disconnect from work communications after hours without repercussions from employers. The law allows employees to ignore work-related calls and messages after hours unless deemed unreasonable to refuse, whatever that means. Mixed opinions, with some employees celebrating with the boundaries, while others, particularly in pressure industries, feel it may not make it a difference. Yeah, because it's like, even if you're at a hard job, it's like they're probably just going to be harder at you because like they're limited now on how hard they can be. You know, they're like, oh, well, I can only.
What, like emails not getting answered? Or
Yeah,
it's
I'd
not
like,
gonna-
I can kind of like
if-
press you a bit.
if you, my expectation is this, and you're expecting me to do, it's like, nah, man. Like, I've done my bare minimum. I've done what you expect. Like, don't ask me to go above and beyond.
Like,
That's a you problem then. You
With-
need to hire more people.
and with any job,
Mess around.
it's
with
like
my
one of those
workload.
things where like even we see like people who complain and stuff,
Mhm.
and I always like, my thing that I respond with is like, do you remember when you did your interview and they asked you all those questions of like, can you work here? Can you work nights? Can you
Yeah.
do this? Can you work in a
Work
24?
holidays.
Right? Like this
Yeah.
and that. And you're like, yep.
And
Yeah.
then now it's like,
And then now it's like a big issue. Right? And they're like, well, life changes this and that. But it's one of those things too of like, okay, well, say you can only do 20% of the job. Should we cut your wages 80%?
yeah. Yeah. It's like you would never expect.
Right? And then they're like, oh my God. And you're like, but no, like that's because if I put you here, you're going to complain. And if I put you here, you're probably going to call in sick or go home or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have staffing issues.
Yeah.
So should I at least cut your wage 50%
Yeah.
to
no.
ensure that like I can't like, cause I can't trust you in like half the areas?
Is this Mr. No Raise Ryan coming out again?
Oh, this
or
is
what?
Rollback Ryan.
Rollback Ryan.
Buddy.
Let's go.
You need to go if any
You ruffled
government
a lot of feathers.
if
that
any
day.
governments hear me, they should hire me to be like an arbiter because I'm siding with you 100%.
arbitrator.
Oh yeah, like it's like yeah, let's go. Because I would just honestly like this is what I would do. I would get people those like spy cam clips. This is totally against the law.
Undercover.
Yeah,
Also,
and I give like 20 employees, fucking like managers, obviously because I'm part of the government. They would all get like camera clips, and they would go around and just see, and they would just go around and see the employees. You know what I mean? It'd be like dumb. And
I feel like you're allowed to like complain about it in certain settings, but like, bro, don't be one of those guys that don't do any work and then like bitch and cry about, oh, I got moved here, I got to do this now, blah blah blah. Like, it's for 8 hours. Like, suck it up.
my issue now is like I'm in a spot where I'm getting like pressed by 2 different sectors. Like I want to help out people that are starting, but then I'm also getting pressed by people that have more authority than me
Mhm.
of like, actually, so like I would say it's like a new person. I'd be like, hey, I'm going to be like working with you tomorrow, et cetera, et cetera. But then they'd be like, actually, you're going to be working here.
Yeah.
And you're like,
You don't have an
fuck.
opportunity
Like
to work with the new guy.
and then not only that, it's like, well, I told this guy yesterday.
So now
and
it looks
now
like
I
I don't
bagged
follow
him.
through.
You know what I mean? Now
Yeah.
I bagged him,
Yeah.
and he's supposed to be learning from me. And he's like, "Oh, this guy just like dodged."
You know
me.
what you do? You just go, hey, look, man, like, if this happens, then cool, we'll run with it. But if I get moved, you know, I'm always here. I'll be here. You can ask me any questions.
That's the thing. And
And I'm
honestly, like, and again, very weird dynamic because it's like, want to make sure I am like cordial with everybody, right?
Yeah.
I'm at the stage in my life or career or whatever where I'm like, yo, I just like, I don't want to be fucked. Like, I don't want to be fucked with by getting in trouble,
Yeah.
but I also don't want to be fucked with by like people wanting too much of me.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I
true.
mean? I don't want too much
I
responsibility.
feel like you're too out there though.
I'm
You're
trying
too
though. Like,
like
I'm
accommodating.
I'm taking alternate routes to like our locker rooms and stuff to
So
make
people
sure.
don't see you.
Well, just to make sure I don't have to talk to like 4 or 5 more people.
I did notice that. You did that once.
Yeah, it's just like, and I can't be bothered, right? Or like, even like, say like someone comes on the unit, and like I'm sure Emily will love to hear this. Like, say it's like an attractive nurse that comes on the unit, like
Okay.
whatever, and I don't even like care. I'm just like, I'm not trying to like talk to you.
Just be a gray man.
Yeah.
Just coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm like there. I'm like watching basketball, chilling, doing my thing, right? So,
But it's funny because that's so out of character from you that people would be like, "Oh, this guy doesn't like me.
Well-
He doesn't." Usually, he's like chipper and he's like loud, and
yeah.
he's not like that right now. Like, what?
You know
Is it
what's
me?
funny? People come up and they're like, "What's wrong?" And it's like, "Oh, like nothing." Like I just kind of like,
You got to be vocal. Be like, "Yo, I'm just chilling."
and then they were like, "Oh, you're growing out your like facial hair." I was like, "I think I'm in like my Viking stage," but that means like, I was like, but with that,
5'9" Viking.
like I'm the antisocial one that like doesn't fuck with people.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't fuck with me. So that's
Villain.
the vibe I'm coming off with.
No, that's.
I guess I'm in like my leprechaun era. Do
Leprechaun.
leprechauns have beards?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, I think leprechauns have beards. I'd be in like my leprechaun era. For
I like
sure.
that. I like that. You own it.
It's what, but the thing is, it's like I'm just like I'm chill. I got to get a haircut tomorrow. For real,
Girl, for real.
for real. Just down the road. Except the haircut I got,
Yeah.
the guy. I think he's from the Middle East. But not that good at English. But shout out Albany Barbershop.
Hey,
You guys fucking, you still did it.
Is
And
Russia
but
pot?
I was like, yo, like touch me up. I need like a good like, you know what I mean? I want things like faded up. But I
Yeah.
want a little bit of motion on top. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
But and then basically this guy just gave me like a straight mohawk.
So
And
you
I-
fucked your shit.
Yeah, and I was just like, all right, man, like I guess we're going with it. Like, and I'm
That's where you book off 2 weeks from work.
no,
so it
man.
goes
And then I even tipped the guy. I was like, all right, man, I'll tip you because like, and he's just like this.
What do you want?
He's like, is this
But
what
you
you
gave
want?
this man a shout.
Yeah, whatever, man.
He does good work.
Like,
I guess.
it was good hospitality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they took care of me.
That-
They fucked it up, but they took
In-
care of
in
me.
day
They
and
were
age
super
where,
nice.
You know, you tip people just for like doing the bare minimum. At least he was nice.
It was like good. It was clean. They like cleaned my shit up. They didn't like, they weren't rough with me.
Yeah.
Like they were fucking rude to me. You know what I mean? Like some places you go and they're grabbing your hand and moving.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
around.
yeah.
Or like they
Hate
don't,
that shit.
you know what I mean? Or they're like talking to another like hairdresser or
Yeah, it takes
barber.
you like an hour.
And you're just like, bro,
Mhm.
like just finish this shit, man.
Yeah.
And I don't get my haircut too often,
Mhm.
but I used to go to Tommy Gunn's. I just couldn't be bothered with like the whole thing. And then
Yeah.
if I get a shave, they put towels on my face and I'd be all claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
How's the scalp massage?
it's good.
It's either shitty haircut, good scalp massage,
Or a good haircut,
or good
shitty
haircut,
scalp
shitty
massage.
scalp massage.
Yeah.
You got both.
I do find that talking to, like, you find that a female hairdresser is way more personal than a
Mhm.
male one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really talk to, like, male hairdressers.
Maybe it's the
Like, I
close
don't s-
proximity.
Like, I don't say shit.
Yeah.
when like this, and not even like, because I went to there and had different barbers,
Mm-hmm.
and I've like had like small conversations, but for the most part, it's like I'm just chilling, like stone face, like yeah, and he's like, move to the left, move to the right.
I'd
And I'm just
imagine it's
chilling.
like the close proximity of like you and another man. Like this dude's within kissing range.
Oh, dude,
And
he's
it's like,
like, yeah,
I don't
he's
want to
sniffing
move.
you,
Like,
man.
I don't want to talk to this dude. I don't
And
want
then he's touching your face and shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Whereas
good.
if it's a girl, it's like, whatever. Like,
It's more of like the
opposite
I get
gender?
it. It's more of something you'd be attracted to as well, like in terms of male and
Yeah.
female. But I found that like kind of interesting where it's like, oh, some people go to different spots for like the different vibe.
yeah.
And I mean, like some places you just can't get that. But I've been to like barbers that were male, and like the vibe was out of control, where the guy's talking to the whole.
I hate those places.
Oh, I'm uncomfortable.
I go back to Montreal. That's where my dad's side of the
Yeah.
family is. And I was like, oh, I need a lineup. I go, and the guy's like, yeah, I'll be with you in 20 minutes. So I'm on vacation.
Yeah,
That shit to be. It was like an hour and 20 minutes. This guy was chatting up everybody. People would just pop in, sit for 10 minutes, chat them up, be like cutting somebody else's hair, like, oh, I'll be with you in a second. It's like, you told me 20 minutes.
and he's just like brushing hair.
He's like, oh, no, that guy's going to that guy over there. And I'm like, bro,
What are we talking about?
like, can we get on with it? Because, like, I got places to be, but I don't want to be here all day. And they were talking about some BS.
Yeah.
Like politics and stuff like that. Bro, I'm trying to escape that shit.
Did you? I don't know if I sent you the video or not, but there was this barber shop, I don't know where, somewhere in the US, where this dude, for getting payback for like talking shit, he like pulled his like hairline like way back. And the dude like crashed out in the fucking
Yeah.
barber shop. And he's like, I'm gonna freak out. And the guy's like, yo, like settle down, man. Like, and he like, and the guys, and he was like a vlogger. And he was like
He's
fucking
like, I
around
can't be
and giving
seen
them,
like this.
and he was making like hit pieces about them or like talking shit and getting away with it. And then he's like, yeah, I'll line you up. And he like went like way up, and the guy had like a huge forehead.
There's an episode in Atlanta, Childish Gambino's
Yeah.
show. His name is Bibby, and like he just takes him out on his whole adventure for the entire episode. But yeah, no, I can't do barbershops like that. People are just coming in to like they're just gonna chat for hours on end. No thank you.
Especially if you have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
The next thing, which I thought would be interesting, which people who are listening would be interested to know, like broke people like us, I guess I'll talk for myself, but whatever, is the Taylor Swift concert in Toronto. So Taylor Swift is going to be there for the Eras Tour, 14th, 15th, 16th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Look at the prices of these tickets. So I put it in the Google.
Attendees.
So one ticket, 14 to 1600, 1700 on the 15th, $2,000 on the 16th, 1400 on the 21st, 1900 on the 22nd, 23rd, 2100.
Because she's only going to Toronto, right?
Yeah. For floor seats, 9500.
Yeah. That's no,
Crazy.
thank you.
Dude, that's crazy.
Could you imagine if you got tickets, like just face value,
Yeah.
and like you just ops that shit?
Or you bought.
Ooh,
Yeah, you got like
8
early.
G's in my pocket, like cool. I
Ben,
think
just
there's a
think
couple
about-
guys at work that did that.
Think about how fast they sell out.
That's insane. I couldn't imagine.
Dude,
Hey,
that,
like,
that amount of money, man, to do anything.
Guess what? Here's what's gonna happen. I have a couple girls that I went to high school with. They like somehow were able to land 4 tickets all together.
Yeah.
On the same night, same area. I'm just gonna watch their snap.
Yeah.
Their Instagram video,
Yeah.
whatever it is, and I was it's gonna be as if I'm there.
Exactly.
I was like that. Everybody records their concerts. It's like, 2 years from now, are you gonna look?
Yeah. But to put it in perspective too, though, what is crazy is people spend that same amount of money. Although that's crazy to go see like Taylor Swift life-changing event,
Mm-hmm.
people spend the equivalent amount of money on a 750 milliliter bottle of alcohol.
Yeah.
Like that's
Just goes to
fuck.
show you how broke.
But it just goes to show you how like deep it fucking goes, right? Where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, we are so out of touch
Yeah.
with what's going on. Like, I was gonna message you. I don't know if I sent you the thing of this is gonna be one of the edgy things before we go back on track. But did you see the video of Odell Beckham Jr. getting head by Bieber?
Getting what?
Yeah,
Like
this
fellatio?
was like a Diddy leaked video.
Fellatio.
Yeah. So like
From
this
who?
guy's being like a cameraman
From who?
from Bieber.
Like
Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah. Look, I'll pull up the video.
I don't need to.
No, but it's like they're in like a nightclub,
Yeah.
and the guy has a video, and then he turns the video around.
Yeah.
He has like a hoodie on, and you can see him like pushing him. You can't see anything, and then he turns around, and he's clearly like really fucked up, and wipes his face,
That's sus.
and you're like, what the fuck?
A lot of sus being going on with that.
Diddy or Odell Beckham Jr. or Justin
all
Bieber?
three. The tree.
Oh, well, apparently, like things are coming out that Diddy made him have sex with J-Lo.
That's
And like all of these things are coming out that he had like sexual relations with all of these celebrities and it's all on videotape. And
why Ben Affleck left J-Lo.
no, because J-Lo just gets divorced. That's
She
just
just
what
gets what?
she just gets divorced. She has like a
Yeah, she's fucking.
she's
diamonds, man.
addicted.
Collecting
She's addicted
diamonds,
to getting
stones.
alimony. That's it. She has like 8
There's
ex-husbands.
a couple girls we work with. The ring collector.
Yeah, well, you know what? They have money and I don't.
Yeah. I
So
watched
who's
a video
winning?
where this dude he makes an illegal left-hand turn through an intersection in his McLaren, $500,000 vehicle, gets smashed up by like a Honda Civic, and everything like the aftermath. They're just like, oh shit, is everybody like McLaren drivers like, oh shit, yeah, that sucks. It's like, dude, you just
Well, did you see
demolish like $500,000 vehicle.
what's that guy, the Doherty guy, Jack Doherty?
Like, okay, yeah.
Like he's like the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
He crashed his
land.
Lambo. He crashed his Lambo on like a rainy highway
Mhm.
somewhere in Miami, and
Just
like,
walks it off.
well, not only that, like his passenger gets out and he's like blood running down his face,
Yeah,
and he's like, "Yo, hold my phone, keep it recording."
yeah.
Like just no regard for like this
Yeah.
guy, like if he's injured or like, no, are you okay?
It's Nightcrawler, man.
Yeah. Well, it's just like you're totally warped from like, and I hate to quote something of like, because it's not that I'm a fan of Andrew Tate or it's not that I'm not, but it's like, I just want to stay neutral because it's
No.
like, I just don't really know. And I'm not like an alpha bro, but I also like, I try as best as I can to like stand on business, you know? So like, I'm trying to stay in between of like, I don't get punked off, but I'm not trying to muscle people. You see what I'm saying? But in the case of like Andrew Tate, where he says like people are like lost in the matrix.
Yeah.
Like this guy's just lost in like this algorithm of like, I got to keep recording and like, oh my God,
Yeah,
because I
man, the
crashed
social
and like,
media, the
because the
TMZs
views
and
are
shit.
going to get, and you're just like, man,
Yeah.
like
You've
it's,
got a very skewed perception of reality.
it's scary, right? Because like even us
100%.
making this channel, you say like, okay, say like we get a sponsor and they're like, oh, we want you to talk about this. And you're like, I don't really give a fuck about it. They're like,
Sponsor.
yeah, we don't care. We'll give you 10 G's.
That's where I feel like
You know what I mean?
feminism-
They're like, we'll give you 10 grand to talk about it. And that's like, all right, we're talking about
Hey, Trudeau is like, yeah, dental plan.
Yeah.
You're like, cool. I don't.
Or you're like,
I don't
or they're
apply
like,
for it. I can't
or-
apply for that.
Yeah, or they're like shame, like, you know, or they're like, hey, Drake paid us fucking 50 grand to shit on Kendrick Lamar for being in the Super Bowl. Like, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Where then it's like, then you go looking for that of like, hey, you want me to like pump your shit?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you want me to start like fake hype? You want
Yeah.
me to like, because it's like now that I have a flame under me,
Yeah.
it's like I have so much leverage of like, you want me to influence this? Oh, you want me to do this? And I'll just take the money and run, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we're trying to stay authentic, given
Trying.
you
I'm
know,
too broke.
we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens. In realistic expectations. We're just gonna like hang out. We're just doing our thing, getting some friends on. Like
Just here for the beer.
well, like I said, I sent you a message of all those people that I have that are coming back on.
Mhm.
OC, I interviewed him for Soul Spotlight. He's in Thailand right now,
Oh,
training
lady boys.
in Muay Thai. Yeah,
Ah.
training, fighting the lady boys. So, and I just messaged him today, and I'm like, "Are you like? How is it?" He's like, "I've been here for 2 weeks now, and I'm having a fucking blast."
He
He
doesn't
was
want
like,
to come back.
"Oh, dude, imagine living there. Like, weather's so nice."
Well, yeah, I hear like it's pretty cheap to like live like
yeah,
that.
yeah, oh yeah.
Be
Good
for him.
Yeah, and I think he's doing it. From what I saw, he was doing it by himself. And I thought to myself, while taking a big long poo, I was like, I don't know if I could do that. Like, I don't know if I could go to a country that I don't speak that language by myself.
Yourself, yeah. I couldn't do it.
Like, what if you just like go to a bar and like,
leaving this.
what if you just go to a bar and like you drink a little bit too much, or you get like finesse?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, who you calling? And you look at your phone and you're like, oh, didn't buy a data plan.
Or
Oh.
Or your
Like,
phone
what am I
gets-
gonna
Or
get?
your phone gets like swiped.
But even McLeod that we had on the show, he talked about like being late to his departure flight
Yeah.
and how like it was him trying to get into his hotel because like the hotel people there, it's not like 24/7.
Mhm.
And some lady that was a local went into like the 7-Eleven or whatever and asked the employees like, "Hey, where's the people at?"
Yeah.
When like helped him get into his like hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's scary.
And that chick wasn't there. This guy's going dunk like,
Yeah.
can I
That's why
sleep? Like,
I stick to traveling in the States where I could speak English.
even if you go to like most places in Europe, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like most places in Europe,
Plus, there's like Google Translator and stuff.
and like the more access, like the more the technology builds. Like
Mhm.
apparently, Samsung's making these Samsung. They're making these headphones that it's like live depiction
yeah.
translation.
That's
so they could be talking to you and then
Future is now.
translating
Oh,
it in
man.
real time.
Yeah.
It's like that's crazy future.
Yeah.
What do we got next?
Cool.
Oh, this one's crazy. Let me switch to the full story here. This one's really fun. Dude. Like so fun.
Is it the racist spam text?
No, it's the girl taking 101 bodies in one day.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
So this adult actress
Okay.
filmed Lily Phillips
Okay.
shares her story about an OnlyFans stream that she did for 14 hours where she banged one-on-one sessions, but it's not one-on-one sessions because you'll later find out it wasn't possible.
Yeah.
With
24
101
hours in the
men in a single day. 14 hours, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. She had to hire an assistant to like manage it
schedule
and do all that.
You're early for your time.
She was averaging 15 participants an hour.
Jesus.
15
I
participants.
wouldn't even want to be number 2 in that lineup. That's insane.
Most sessions
How are
lasted
you gonna be
under
like
5
the
minutes.
50th dude going in that room?
It's disgusting.
That's not for me, man. I'm not here to kink shame anybody, but that is not for me.
Phillips describes to be feeling as though she had been run over by a bus. It's like, yo.
At that point in time, would you be considered like a professional actor?
Well, it's interesting.
Like-
Or you're the best at what you're the best in the industry.
I don't think you are. I think if you're in that industry, porn stars top.
Well, she's OnlyFans, so isn't that credible?
I'm at a loss for words.
Um,
Good for her. Go girl.
No,
you know what? No. I'm not gonna hype that up. Bad for you. Don't be like that.
Don't bang 100.
Don't
But
do that.
okay, but get this. Here's the flip side. So she banged 101 people, and she's getting criticism for doing that.
Mhm.
Although over 500 men volunteered for the event.
They're just as bad as she is.
That's what you think, but nobody is shaming them.
I am.
I am.
I wouldn't want to be the
I condemn
second,
them.
third, 50th, 70th, however
Yeah,
many
or
dude
the-
in line. Like, no, thank you.
If you were the last one, do you think you could take
You
the
got to
longest?
be really down bad.
Do you think you could take
One.
the longest? And what if it wasn't your
Take the
choice?
take the longest time to
No.
complete the task?
Yeah.
No. I think I'd have trouble getting it up, knowing
I
that
would
there's
start-
really
I
that
would
many other
start
dudes
going
in
on
front
a-
of me.
I would start going on a fact-finding mission, and then I would so I would go on a fact-finding mission, and then I'd run puller, and I just wouldn't fit it.
Be like 101. Like, oh, is that the record? Guess what? You're not getting it from me.
Yeah, I'd be like, guess what? This record stands.
Yeah.
I'd fucking peace, and I'd fucking mic drop, make that shit happen.
You're happy with the tire.
Yeah, exactly. You just yeah.
No.
It's like
I have a daughter,
yeah.
and I don't ever want her to figure out OnlyFans or that dark area. That is no thank you. Not for
Right. It's but okay. So what like there's like certain things though, like okay, what if we had a Hooters? Would you be okay with her working at a Hooters? You like how far does the scale go, right? Of like prostitute to like doctor, right? Of like what's
I'm leaning doctor.
Oh, of course. But like, I think in people's minds, like, I think some people have like a dollar amount and some people have like a reputation amount of like, I don't really give a fuck what job you do or how much it earns. You just can't be a dirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it just, and some people are like, yo, I don't care if you're like showing your dirt star to 100,000 people. Like, it doesn't matter to me because you're making thousands and everybody's going to be taken care of. So, like,
Money doesn't always buy you happiness, you know?
and like, can you live with the shame? Yeah, and not,
Which we've clearly seen a lot of these porn stars cannot.
well,
Yes.
and you see like a lot of people get out of it and then they're like, yo, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't trying to.
Even the ones that do get out of it and have made a pretty penny, then they're still dealing with like, you know, mental health issues.
Oh.
I want to be away from that past.
Well, because they destroy them.
Regret their decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. It's good for her, but it's not for me.
And there's a good segue into this, actually. Actually wrote it down on. I did. It was about this operation that took place in Florida.
Operation.
Florida. It was a takedown for in early November 2024, the Polk County Sheriff's Office in Florida conducted Operation Skin So Soft, an undercover investigation targeting a massage parlor suspected of illegal activities. The operation led to arrests of 21 women across several towns, including Davenport, Dundee, Lakeland, and Winter Haven. Sheriff Gandy Judge reported out 22 parlors audited, 12 were found in violation. Of 22, 12 were found, over half, found in violation of laws, and some therapists allegedly soliciting sexual acts from undercover officers.
Yeah,
In one
I did hear
instance,
about this.
a 37-year-old woman charged $60 for a massage, then attempted to initiate sexual contact for an officer, blocking his exit.
Didn't they get off? They got off with. They got a slap on the wrist.
This is what I put. Now that these women lost their job.
Oh, they did lose their job.
Well, I'm sure they did if the places got shut down. Like, I guess they could do another one. But I'd say, like, could you put rub and tug as job experience?
Yeah, I guess. You got on-the-job experience.
Jacking off experience. What if they went to jail? Would they practice in jail?
Maybe. Not by choice. Sometimes.
To them or to others?
Yeah, I don't know.
Would they, you know what I mean, hone their skills?
Yeah.
Who knows? In massaging, obviously. And maybe she just wasn't good enough at her job to please the cop, and that's why he arrested her. Because if he was good enough, she was good enough.
She'd be arrested.
No, he would have just been like, all
Or
right,
he would have finished. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been like, it was worth it. I'm not
Yeah.
going to say shit.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts. You know? Never been to a rub and tug.
Neither.
So I find that very funny. Let me go to one of our. Don't say this is.
What do we? Another video, or is it the Am I the Asshole segment? Is it the ethics video? Hey, we didn't talk about Connor McGovern and his family wealth. Yeah, that's a good story. For him. I can always appreciate it when like dudes that are in prank guys that would have been hilarious.
Just fall over, wreck the whole set.
I would have been like, yo, I need you to clip that and I need you to send it to
Yeah.
everybody I know.
Viral. Some people that are brats, essentially.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you came from money. It's like, no, you're still trying to find yourself in this world. Do the things that you love. Like, I can appreciate.
Okay.
Oh, this.
Tacos.
$9.50?
$9.50 for these two?
Yeah.
Could I get 38 more of them?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
How long would it take you to make them?
20 to 30 minutes.
Okay, we'll take your time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. Awesome. How much is it?
That'll be $333.
$333?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, you doing a catering or we're gonna part?
Catering the homeless shelter.
Oh, that's so sweet. One moment, I'll be right back. Oh no, we're gonna take care of it today.
All 40 of them.
All 40.
Who said I could have this for free?
Our owner, Tom.
Do you care if I talk to him quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you Tom?
Tom's a good guy.
She mentioned that it's for free?
For free.
Are you sure?
Awesome.
Thanks so much, man.
40.
I should have got her Instagram.
Dude's just in a food coma.
I think that shit's staged as fuck.
Yeah, 100%. What isn't these days?
Yeah. I'm
There's
like,
no way you get all of that on
the
camera.
first thing I saw it, I was like, that's pretty fucking funny. And then the more times I seen it, I was like, yeah, man, there's no way these guys are that gullible.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not possible, man.
Yeah. Profit margins and all this, all the counting that goes into a restaurant.
$340. Like,
Yeah.
I was,
Especially without like fact checking and like, background checking people's shit.
yeah, I'd be like, hey, can you tell me like what homeless shelter you're gonna take this to?
Or I'll come with you, and then on our behalf,
we'll hand
do
it
it.
out.
Yeah, it's like
Where
we're
they
just
do it and
blindfully
they
giving this dude
film,
$300.
where they film everything of like handing out the soup.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
good for you. These ones, I'm like, I can't see it.
yeah. That is, I mean, if it is true in some capacity,
Good for
whether
you.
or not it happened with this individual or another,
Good for you. The
It's like, good
restaurant's
for you.
gullible as fuck.
Yeah.
Like almost so bad, you can't even blame them for getting ripped off.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you're like, this is one thing that I've been getting better at is like letting people find out they're dumb. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Of like, instead of being like, no, like don't. It's like, let's see what happens.
Yeah,
Because you know what? I'm tired of doing it and then people going and just shoving you off
yeah.
and doing it. And you're like, I told you.
Like,
Yeah. And
you
instead,
want to listen.
you just go like, watch this.
Yeah,
And you're like, even sometimes I try to like help and then they don't hear me. And then I just go, that was my only time saying it.
yeah. All right, yeah. You didn't want to listen.
Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the
Welcome
wheel.
to parenting. That's parenting 101 right there. Like,
Just
hey,
take
man,
the
get
wheel.
off that stool. You're going to fall down. You're not coordinated enough.
You
And
just
it's
like, baby.
boom, 3 minutes later, fall down. Listen. Here
told
we
her.
are. Here we are.
I told her so. I tried to tell her so. Yeah, man. What else do I got here? I got some other corny shit that I researched. A Macaulay Culkin. Fallout 2 season 2.
Joining the cast.
I loved Fallout 1. That was
that was a good series.
It was good. It wasn't too much where like think series like Lost kept you like too cliffhangery.
Yeah.
It was just too much where you're like where like every episode you're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
the
I'm
showrunners,
like I'm pissed off.
They've done a couple of shows that I've liked, and I think they're doing a good job.
Same with like The Walking Dead sometimes, where like they end and you're
just
like
on for so long.
You're just like, not only that, but they like a major story plot that should be settled in that episode. They
You're
cut
not drawing it on, for
and you're just like, bro, this is gonna happen in the first 2 minutes
of the next step, but that you've already
and then
cemented your.
But now the 2 minutes of my fucking new episode, you fucking clipped, you fucking asshole.
That was an hour-long show, right? 40 minutes.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I stopped after the first season. I was like, I'll come back one day once it's all done and just binge it. And I'm like, I've never been back.
I watched a lot of Lost.
I was gonna watch Lost, and then I heard how it ended, and I'm like, completely turned off. Should have done that with Game of Thrones.
Have you watched Prison Break?
No, same thing. Michael, what? Just hear this dude screaming the whole time for his brother.
Like once you watch it a bit, it's pretty cool. Like one of the aspects of the show is like are you gonna watch it ever? Probably not.
Never.
Okay, so let me give you a description of the show because it's actually pretty cool and based on like what the fuck.
He breaks into prison to break.
Okay, listen.
Okay, sorry. I'll shut the fuck up.
So, this brother, guy is in jail for a suspected murder. He was framed for a murder on a like government official that they wanted to kill off, and basically they used him as like a pawn, as like a regular citizen to basically fuck over. So now, this guy pretends to rob a bank or attempts to rob a bank just to get in jail. But he has tattooed on his back, like they go through the whole backstory of like, this guy has, because he was an architect.
Mm-hmm.
So he was able to like make designs that were the exact same, and he got a full body tattoo of
the layout of
the prison.
Yeah.
Right? So then he's able, and then the whole show is like based off of like his ability, like breaking down different parts of like what he knows.
Mm-hmm.
But then once they break out, the show's trash.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
didn't they end up going to like Haiti or different? Like,
then there was like a movie, and they're all fucking dying, and you're like, what the? And then the chick
what was it, Fox?
I think it was.
Well,
it was
Fox
just too. It was just too much, man.
Yeah.
You're just like, you're prolonging it, man. But if you just ended it and tried something new,
I think that was like the time though, where they're just like, oh, like this is a network television.
Grey's Anatomy. Look at Grey's Anatomy.
It's still going. They still get viewers,
seasons.
Right? And
they're on a heater.
Yeah, they get the viewership and whatnot, and it's like, we'll just keep this money train going. Now it's like, Rich and I were talking. It's like TV shows are now kind of the job security in Hollywood, where like, I'll go do a TV show for like 2, maybe 3 seasons.
Be secured
that's like 1
for
or 2 years, and I'm secured. And like, it's not as much money as like a big payday from like Marvel.
But if
my
Disney movie tanks, I'm never getting anything.
Exactly right. My career is like kind of threatened, and you're starting to see like all these like A-list, B-list actors get into TV, whether it's Netflix, Apple, whatever.
It's usually the dried out ones. Or people
there's one
that are
Michael
given
Fassbender that's coming. Yeah. It's called The Agent. It looks pretty dope.
Or there's some that are given a shit ton of money to go on for like one movie, and then they go back to theaters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they bounce in, they do a huge feeture film with like a bunch of other,
like a couple mil. And
and then they just dip off and do other movies or whatever it is. But Netflix is like, I'm really excited to watch the Mike Tyson thing. I think it's going to, I think it's going to be a huge gimmick, but I think it's going to be fun to watch.
Do I still have to pay for that?
No, it's free to
free on Netflix.
To like all fucking 30 million
Netflix
subscribers.
Gave Tyson and
a shit
Paul
ton of money.
And then they're like, since we gave you all this money,
they're live streaming it on Netflix. Okay. But then think about this. How many millions of people are going to sign up for 1 month?
Yeah.
And
it's a smart strategy.
And not only that, when you think about it, it's like, I like it because what's Netflix? $18 a month? What's a fucking UFC pay-per-view? 80?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I'll take the $20. You know what I mean?
Is
Like,
it $20? I feel like it's gone up.
I think it's like 22, 20.
Swindlers, man. They're crooks.
Well, yeah. And then they have it like based on the definition. It's like, bro, get the fuck out of
Or
here
how
with
many
this shit,
profiles you can
man.
use
It's like, oh, we'll give you
prices.
4K if you pay for the $30 version. It's like, bro, what the fuck difference
Why are we
does it
still
make?
doing this in standard def, man? Like,
But Canada has like, I remember when I went to visit my family in Connecticut, and like they had unlimited data with T-Mobile, and this was like fucking like years, like at least 10 years ago, and we're like just getting into unlimited data.
Yeah,
and you're like, what?
It's like you're reaching your limit on your unlimited data plans.
It's like, what?
There's a limit on unlimited.
It's like,
what the fuck you mean?
Yeah, or we're gonna throttle your speed or something.
Yeah,
like, oh, man. Like
nickel
I'm
and
actually,
diming us.
You're like, I'm actually just getting robbed everywhere.
100%.
Like, can you please just stop?
Dude, Uber Eats just screwed us over.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm done with these food delivery services. First it was skip the dishes, now it's Uber Eats. Like I can't trust these people.
It's just, no, man.
Not
like,
when I know it takes me like an extra 5 minutes to drive down the road. Call, place my order. It's piping hot. I go get it. I come back. Instead of waiting 45 minutes for my shit. It's not worth it.
Man.
Some people, we've gotten too lazy as a society.
And I think the culture is getting a lot different too, where like people, believe it or not, like people are saying people are soft, but it's like, yeah, soft with physical.
Yeah.
But people have no problem telling someone off.
Yeah.
Until they get hit.
Yeah.
But if I hit someone, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like the Uber driver probably has no problem telling me that I fucking didn't tip him right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's like,
but it's like,
that's your job.
Right. But it's like, okay, like it just, I don't get it, right? Like I don't understand. And I think like the tip culture, I think it's crazy in the US too. From what I see on like social media and stuff, where like dudes are doing Instacart and stuff and they're bringing like $400 orders and,
they're not getting tipped anything.
And you just say like, I don't know what to tell you, man.
It is what it is.
Sucks to suck, man.
Yeah.
Like you just got to bite
That's
your
the job
tongue.
you signed up for. And then it brings us back to being at work.
Yeah. It's like, did you or did you not? Like, did you agree to get mandatory tips?
Yeah.
Well, then what the fuck are we talking about? Like,
I can't work nights.
Yeah.
It's
like, we're just, at this point, we're just in La La Land. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's not even like, this isn't what we discussed, guy. You know, like, but people, I think people get like delusional. But then what happens is there's like a balance of like equity where like, not equity like money, like equity like reputation and status, where like some people don't have to do as much work, where some people have to do more. They're all paid the same amount. Or like some people, they get whatever, and then they feel like the other people are getting gypped because they're getting treated like shit. But it's like, well, maybe you have a bad fucking attitude.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought of that? Yeah, like
not
maybe you're not
at your job,
or maybe you're not fun to hang around.
Get to work.
Like maybe you're not a good hang. Like those things actually matter in like a significant amount of workplaces. Like, can you just like ask relevant questions, which is huge, or just have relevant discussions where it's like, hey, it's just not all about you. You know what I mean? And coming from a person that's like fucking like, I'm out of this world. Like in terms of like annoyance, and like verbal diarrhea and all this bullshit. But it's like, I don't know, in terms of reception, like I get a pretty good reception, but like some people, it's like, they're like, oh, why am I getting sent to the worst place in this like job place? And it's like, well, cause maybe you're fucking annoying. Like,
or you do dumb shit. Like, just
or
just let people wander around.
Yeah. And you just like, and I think it in like all aspects of like, yo, like when it's time to focus, can you just focus and shut the fuck up? And when it's time to like goof around, can you goof around? And when it's time to like talk shit, can you talk shit? But like, can you find the balance of like not talking shit when it's time to be serious?
Yeah.
You're like, but like some people, they just like
lock in.
Yeah. But it's either I'm all locked in or I'm all a child or I'm all a fucking like I'm a goofball or I'm trying to act hard. And I'm like, what? It's a joke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, and you're
No,
just
I get what you're saying.
and for the most part, I hope that people get it. But this is where it comes back to like,
Guess what?
people
don't
like
get it.
you just go like, I'm gonna let this guy walk off this cliff, and I'm not gonna tell him there's an edge. Like I'm just because it's like if this guy doesn't know, there's a 15,000-foot edge.
Hey, you're getting paid the same as me.
I'm
You signed up for the same. If
Hey.
you can't figure it the fuck out like I did, then
And it's like,
maybe
hey,
you shouldn't be here.
and it's like we all hopefully got the same like type of orientation and training process and whatever it is. So it's like, hey, I'm gonna protect you and make sure like you're not in harm's way and like nobody treats you in like a bad way. But I'm also not gonna be like, if this person's like acting out of pocket, I'm just gonna be like, let them cook, let them. Okay. And then you just laugh at them. You let people embarrass yourself. I love it.
Sometimes those make for the best stories at work.
I love it.
Got one.
And-
last day 6.
And it's the best learning lesson. Because how
And
more?
unless you get fired, then what's the learning lesson?
But
Don't
it's
do
like,
that, or else you
okay,
get fired.
but besides getting fired or suspended, it's like the next learning lesson is like getting brutally embarrassed
yeah.
in front of your peers.
Getting roasted.
Then maybe
flamed
your
on in the group
managers.
chat.
Yeah. But like I think your peers is worse because you just get clowned all.
It's like the equivalent of just getting like, stood there and let another man put his nuts in your face.
fucking. And then you're just sitting there like this.
Yeah, and you got to take it. Like if you, it makes it worse if you try to clap back. Because
and that's one of those. It's funny because like we work in an industry where we start to learn about like human emotion, but it's like that's one of those emotions where like you see real quick where this guy's in place.
Yeah.
This guy does not belong.
Yeah.
Like you motherfucker, you don't belong there, bitch. Like you could tell right away because they're like this, and they're, you know what I mean? They're just like, and you're like, what?
I hope nobody saw it.
Yeah, and you're just like, you look at them, like, what are you doing, man? Like, are you okay? Like, are you wearing a wire? Like, yeah, no, I love it, dude. What are we at? We're probably pretty close.
I think we are close. I think we are done. But that's just me. 5 to 10. I was thinking like 5 to 10.
Yeah, 15 seconds. Don't forget to check out our link, IWCS50 at firmoo.com.
Oh, Firmoo.
For the shades, 50% off your order.
Did you order mine?
Not yet. Bro, I'm broke as shit, dogs. I'm trying my best. I'm going to do it today.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it today.
Firmoo.
Yeah,
Get
Firmoo.
yourself some shades.
Come get it. Thank you, everybody, for checking into the episode. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all the views. We've been getting a lot of support on the channel. We've been loving the channel growth. We hope this continues. And let's keep it going. And subscribe, and let us know what you feel about the topics with what we've been talking about. And holla.